Good morning, everyone. Good morning. God bless you. And here I am today. Let's continue in the discourse um, about marriage that we began a couple of days back. And there is something I want to talk about today, which is how couples use their mouth in marriage. And one of the major sources of conflict in marriage is the spoken word. I mean, we call it communication to be more fanciful and more corporate. We call it communication, how you communicate. So, but I want to go more granular. What you say, how you speak to your husband, and how you speak to your wife. And this is something that I, as a pastor, I've had to deal with over and over again during counseling. You find Christian ladies cursing their husbands, using foul languages, using very crude words to describe their husband. You find men cursing their wives, using bad languages, churchgoers, tongue-talking, so-called spirit-filled people. And so this calls into question the kind of Christianity that is being practiced in this generation. And I will not hesitate to say that some of the people who speak like this or who talk like this to their spouses, they may not really be genuinely saved, or they may be very carnal, very, very carnal Christians. You need to understand that what you say can build and can destroy. What you say to your wife can build and can destroy. There is a principle that I developed. It's my own personal principle that I've used for the last 16 years of my marriage. I call it the 5-minute rule. The 5-minute rule. I will not engage in any arguments with my wife beyond 5 minutes. Now, when I begin to see the pitch of the conversation shooting up and the frequency is going higher than 4 minutes 30 seconds, in fact, by the time I get to 4 minutes, I will just shut down. This is not the right time to discuss this issue. When the coast is clear and things calm down, I revisit it. Now, if it's a matter of principle, something that affects my life, affect our life, affect the well-being of my family, I put down my feet. I won't shift ground. Something that affects my wife's health. So now this has to do with not being selfish. So I wouldn't put my feet down on something that is going to be detrimental to the well-being of my family. And I'm saying I will have my way. No, I'm speaking about being selfless now. So even when the issue concerns my wife, concerns my family, and my wife is not understanding it that way, no, I won't engage in argument. More than 5 minutes, I keep quiet. Because the Bible says in the multitude of words, there is sin. In the multitudes of words, there is sin. Now, scientists have said that women speak more than men. That on the average, women speak about 12,000 words a day. Plus or minus maybe 1,000. I can't give you the specific figure, but that's the scientific. This is not Bible now. And men speak about 3,000 to 4,000 words per day. So meaning that women have the potential of tripling the speaking capacity of men. Now, when you are not a genuinely saved Christian woman and you have that capacity, you can imagine what goes on behind the scene in the marriage. So an unsaved woman who has the capacity to triple the speaking ability of the husband will tongue lash the husband, will curse the husband. At the slightest provocation, she will use that word to make life miserable for the man. Now, this is not to say that because men cannot speak as much as women, that we don't have men who are dangerous in their mouth. Some of the things that I've heard that some men told their wives are despicable, are beyond reasoning. Some of whom are even Christian men. So I'm not using frequency of words because somebody can speak 10,000 words per minute and others can speak 1,000 words. I'm just using that analogy to let you know that there are scientific dimensions to this issue. But beyond science, I'm speaking to believers now. The Bible says, let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth, but that which can minister grace to the hearers. Learn to speak gracious words to your husband, to your wife. Let not your anger direct your emotion. The Bible says, be angry and sin not. If couples can control their mouth, my dear sister, if you can control your tongue, stop cursing your husband's parents. Stop insulting your husband's siblings. Stop using your words to damage your husband. My dear brother, stop cursing your wife. Stop tongue lashing her. Stop body shaming her. You just try this. I counseled a dear brother in the Lord who had this issue. And that was the source of the crisis in their marriage. Before his eyes, things began to change in his home. The day he changed the way he spoke to his wife. Because we are all living beings, we respond to external stimulus or stimuli. The way people speak to you controls the way you think, the way you behave, your actions, your motivations, your psychology. That is why the Bible says, by your words you will be justified, and by your words you will be condemned. Let's learn to speak gracious words. He got me angry. It's not an excuse. She got me angry. It's not an excuse. That is why you are a believer. You exercise self-control. The 5-minute rule will help you, but beyond the 5-minute rule, which I described now, be a man of the Spirit. Be a woman of the Spirit. Spiritual battles are battles of words. You want to win your husband, win on your knees. Don't win on your mouth. You don't win battles in marriage on your mouth. You win on your knees. Pray for him. Pray for her. Find time to dialogue, collaborate. When the matter is getting tense and you see that this thing is not getting resolved, don't engage in relentless arguments, yelling, shouting, and cussing. It doesn't worth it. It doesn't worth it. And this is just a short word I want to drop there for couples. Learn how to control your tongue, my dear sister. Learn how to control your tongue, my dear brother. You'll be surprised. The majority of the problems you're having in your marriage, they are the direct consequences of what to say to your wife and what to say to your husband. God bless you.